Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fubar Studios. I am your host. My name is Doug. So, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. Got my light over here acting up, don't want to stay up. I've got my the show actually getting put a stop streaming and everything, and I gotta say, I'm not too happy. It's like, come on, everybody, just let me go one episode, just one episode without having all these screw ups. But that is the whole game of everything changing and be able to have everything going on so that it's working all good and in sync with everything. I'm not talking about NSYNC, the boy band. I'm not a fan. So I definitely want to give a big shout out to everybody that tuned in last episode and everybody that liked and shared it. Um, and that want to give a good thanks to everybody that who actually watched even after the fact. So I know I had a lot of turnout on that. So I just want to definitely get that going on. Let's see. So I'm still going off of a little script, trying to get everything just where it needs to be at. So bear with me with everything that I have. So let's see. So definitely want to let everybody know that with everything going on right now with our show, we have a lot of stuff that's happening in the background as well as everything that I'm putting into it. Um, um, so with that all being said, it's I'll tell you, it's not an easy thing to run a podcast and be able to get everything that you need to be able to have it on a script that you can then go through that and just read through it. I'm going off a little bit off the script right now. I'm going, curved right off of it a little bit. But I just want to give a, brief, idea of what it takes, and it's not just something that is easy. It's not something that you can go and just, you know, pick up and say, okay, I'm going to do this and it's going to run smooth. It doesn't. It doesn't run. It doesn't work that way. So with all that being said, it definitely takes a little bit. You got to get all the, even down to the lighting, trying to make sure you have enough lighting on you as an individual so everybody can see it, and stuff. So definitely it's time consuming. Um, with that being said, no further ado, let's give a big old shout out to our sponsors of the show, which I have Keith Hayes, and I believe it's with Ubazuba or something like that. I can't even pronounce it. It's like Ubazuba Network or something. Um, I want to give a big shout out to Oscar Mike Radio, Travis. He's definitely put me in contact with Keith Hayes, and everything that he does and everything that he's actually working on the back end, helping me out with this to be able to get the podcast going more, um, and getting it where I want it to have it where I want it to be, um, because when it comes around, I want to be able to have it, where there's, a lot of viewers, a lot of people that are, asking questions, asking, things of like, hey, how do I do this? Hey, how do I do that? I want to be, that's where I want to be, and there's so much that is being into it. As if you look at the last video I posted, I want to say the other day, it was quite a bit of stuff that is the beginning, of the show. It has music, it has a video, it tells stories, for through the VA and stuff. So go down and look at that. I want to say it was just the other day I recorded it, um, and I posted it. It will say live, but it won't even show me. It won't even have me talking. It's gonna be just a short video. It's about 3-4 minutes long. So that's like the intro into before I come on. Then I'll go do a countdown. But yeah. So with that being said, I want to definitely give both Travis and Keith Hayes a lot of credit because they've definitely Travis put me in the right direction as well as gave me a lot of ideas on exactly what I wanted to do, or what I needed to do, how I needed to do it. Don't just go out spending thousands of dollars on stuff. See how you like it. See if you're actually gonna continue with it. Because he always says if someone that's gonna want to do it, and you're gonna want to put the money into it, you're gonna be going on after 6 months. So which I've been on. You're not gonna see any of the old stuff because I actually took a lot of that off there because it was all new. But I started doing this, and it was showing that I can see that I needed a lot of assistance with stuff. So I got to give a lot of props to Travis with Oscar Mike Radio, and now he got me hooked up with Keith Hayes again, so I've got to give him a lot of props as well. I've got to give him as a sponsor and everything, which he deserves. Travis deserves it. As me promoting his, because again, it's about giving back to the ones that give help to you. So big shout out to him, or about to both of those. And then I also want to give a big shout out to my old Sarge, John Gallant, which he might be viewing this. What's going on? To his business, or the business that he works with, because now he came back out of retirement after driving tractor trailers, same thing I do. He works with CDA Disposal Services, which they are out towards Springfield. He sent me the information on the number, but it's in my phone, which is my camera, so I can't even give you the number. But later I'll post it into the comments of the company as well as the phone number. They have 10-yard dumpsters, they've got 15-yard dumpsters, and I believe it's 20-yard dumpsters. The prices all vary on that, which I'll share the information on that into the comments. But definitely, if you give them a call, tell them Doug with Fubar Studios told you that you got referred to them by John Gallant, which I'll provide his information in there. But yeah, I kind of screwed that up. My bad, bud. I owe you. Actually, I'm going to work on actually getting my fishing pole ready. So maybe in the next week or so, I'll get some time and I'll come out and we'll go fishing out there. So yeah, so I want to give him a big shout out as well. And, I've known him for now since 2012, I think it was 2012 or so, maybe even 2011. That's when I met him. Let's see, Sergeant McDonald. Captain Grant. Didn't like her. With that being said, so what I want to do is get into again of what I did last on the last podcast is going over what the holidays in June, May, and then also going into June, and then I also going back which this is where I screw up. Um, Station identification. Give a big shout out to Big Belly Cafe, located in Webster, Massachusetts. If you don't know where you're gonna get your belly all filled up, I definitely recommend going to Big Belly Cafe. You will not be disappointed, and your belly will be busting. I'll tell you. But check them out. They are open Thursday through Tuesday. They're only closed on Wednesdays, but give them a try. Go out there and taste it. It's family owned restaurant. It's been there now for a couple of years. Wendy and Julie and a few other servers have been there since the beginning. So go and try. Give them a shout. Go ahead and get down there and give them a try. And if you're going down to Indian Ranch or anything like that, try them out. And then also our other sponsor is Reed's Archery down in Middleborough. Chris Reed's the owner down there. They've got a bunch of stuff that goes on down there. If you're looking, if you're a veteran, first responder, and stuff like that, they have a bunch of stuff going on. It's they have a group that's inside there that's called giving to those who serve or something like that. I can't remember it exactly, but I'll put that on there as well. But giving them as because they're a sponsor. Go down there, and if you need anything with your bows, the new strings or whatnot, try them out. Talk to them. Tell them I sent you with Fubar Studios. You know, they'll get you taken care of, hooked up with whatever you need. They're gonna have it. They've got a bunch of new tips in. They've got a bunch of new. Geez, I can't even list it off the top of my head. It's so much. Just give them a shout. Go give them a try, whatnot. They are down located in Middleborough, Massachusetts. Reed Archery. So give them a shout. So we're gonna go back now to the whole thing with regarding the month of May. So now we're already into the 20th. We're gonna be coming up here on the 29th, which is Memorial Day. A lot of people get that confused as, thinking, oh, we gotta tell thanks to the veterans who served and the ones that, that are serving. That's not what Memorial Day is about. We've got to make sure that we educate individuals. Again, it's educating individuals that, are civilian. They may not know what these things are, what really these holidays are. Because you got Armed Forces Day. Armed Forces Day is now for the individuals that are serving our country. That is the ones that are presently serving. That's the ones you want to tell thank you. Those are the ones you want to say, hey, I really appreciate it. Thank you for your service, da-da-da. Then you've got Memorial Day. Memorial Day is for the individuals that, that have given the ultimate sacrifice for this country, for our freedom, that did not make it back home. That's why it's called Memorial Day. It's not called, thank a veteran that's still in, or thank a veteran that is out. It's to remember the ones that have given the ultimate sacrifice for this country. They've laid down their lives. It's someone's son, someone's daughter, someone's brother, sister, mother, father, grandma, grandpa. It's those individuals, that we got to remember and keep remembering. Because, again, it's just like anything else, is that if you're not, remembering it, and like really giving it to them, it's like, then why are you really celebrating Memorial Day? It's not all about cooking hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, and everything else on the grill, and going swimming and everything, or going down the Saco River. It's, you gotta be able to remember the individuals that have laid down their lives. and never made it back home to their family. So remember that. So when Memorial Day does come around, remember, you know, if you have a few people in your family that, that are veterans, maybe have them read off a list of, soldiers that have, that have given their lives that are in your town, maybe in your city, if it's a city, if it's in the state, you want to just read off the names of the individuals that have given the ultimate sacrifice for that state. Do it. That's what it's about. It's remembering those individuals, getting those names into our heads and remembering it. So when Memorial Day comes up, remember, that's what you want to do about. That's what you want to be remembering and talking about, and maybe just setting aside a few minutes to do that. What's a few minutes? Okay, you're already going to be sitting around talking. Why not just read off some names and let everybody just think about it? Have a moment of silence. So when you're out doing, and when you're doing that, if you don't even, want to even read off names or whatnot, take a drink, open it up, pour it out, and as you're pouring it, just pretty much think off and, talk about just saying, this is for the individuals that have gave the ultimate life, or the ultimate sacrifice, which is their life, and just pour that out. And if you got Captain Morgan's or something, take that and pour a shot out. That's just remembering. If you go by a grave or whatnot, that's what it's about. Just go by that grave and you see that they're a veteran and they passed away, overseas. That's what you want to do. Pay the respect, and don't touch those coins that are on the grave headstones. Don't touch them. Leave them alone. There's a whole meaning, and I'm gonna have that posted on to the Facebook page. People ask, why is that there? And they take the damn coins. Let me see you take one. This hand will go straight through you with no problem. It's like going through, a nice stick of butter, and this knife is just nice and hot, and it's gonna go straight through you. So act stupid and do it. Find out. Because if you fuck around, you're gonna find out what it equals to. You're gonna find out. But if you don't fuck around, you're not gonna find out unless you watch the video. So please watch the video. Don't find out. So let's go on. So now then we got June 6th. I want everybody to remember June 6th. What is June 6th? What is June 6th? All right. Find out what June 6th is. It's D-Day. And then you got June 14th. June 14th, okay? Everybody, June 14th, Flag Day. Remember that, June 14th. But the biggest thing is to remember June 6th, D-Day. That's going to be June 6th. Get that installed to your head. Or that knife's coming out. Don't fuck around, because you'll find out. So, yeah. So with that all being said, so that's going on. So let's talk about some other news. Other news is I sent out the letter to every sitting Massachusetts representative. Not one, not even one person replied to my message that I sent them. I mean, I get it. It was, I want to say, 12 paragraphs. And talking about the bill that's getting passed and the money that's going to the state of Massachusetts. and this money that's going to the state of Massachusetts, you don't want to know. You don't want to know the amount of money that is being distributed around to all these organizations, and there's only one. This pisses me off the most. There's only one that it's actually going to go to that's going to help veterans. One organization in the state of Massachusetts is going to get any funding. That's Veteran Inc., which I'm glad they're getting money for it because they do a lot of work. But they're only getting $3 million. $3 million. I don't even want to tell you what the city of Worcester is getting. They had four officers that made over $180,000 last year. $180,000. Regular officers. No one high up in the food chain. I get it. It's officers. They're given they're waking up, putting their uniform on, and they're going to do this job that, us veterans, we've done already. Minus, a lot of veterans have seen a lot more action than the police officers will ever see in their life. But they're making $180,000. Can you remember how much money you made when you got deployed? I'll tell you, you definitely didn't even make a fraction. You probably made 1/10 of the amount of money that they got paid. Oh, just sit on that and just let it settle in, because, man, it's kind of a little fucked up, would you say? So, with this being said, $3 million is being put to Veteran Inc., and there's no other organization that's a veteran organization here in Massachusetts, which I can name off another one that should have got a couple $100,000 easily, because the amount of work that this individual does for really New England, all of Massachusetts, and rest of New England, that they do, and where the money goes and gets spent, it gets donated to the selected individuals who will be part of the Boston Wounded Vet Run. That money easily could have gone, say, $500,000 to the Boston Wounded Vet Run, which then would have given umpteen amount of money to each one of the individuals, which I think there's like 4 people that this year, I believe it is. That's $100,000. If $400,000 was given, that'd be $100,000 that each veteran would have gotten, and I can tell you that would have benefited quite a bit, because some of these veterans that are nominated to be a nominee for the Boston Wounded Vet Run, they all have needs that need to get met, that need to get, remodeling done at homes so they can get their, wheelchairs in and out, or whatever it is, get into a car and be able to get back and forth to doctor's appointments, or to back and forth to, job interview or something. Again, this goes back to, be able to give back to the veterans that, that need it, instead of just giving money to, the Kennedy friggin' library. Are you serious? Do you really think you need more money to a brand new building I don't think so. I absolutely do not think so. You know, these politicians, again, need to get their fucking heads out of their asses and actually understand. I'm so pissed right now. You you don't even some people don't even realize it that we just really just turn the other cheek and say screw you as a veteran, and we're not helping you. You know what I say to that? I say fuck you and the goddamn horse you rode in on, and get the fuck out of here. Welcome to Beantown, motherfucker. Woo! Pissing me off. So, with that, again, that's where a lot of focus is at, is that we're only giving back to one organization that is a veteran organization, and we're giving them nothing compared to what we're giving to other towns, other cities, to go do stupid things. And it's like, are you serious? Get your head out of your ass, politician people. Just stop thinking that it's all about you, and you say, oh, it's about the constituents, it's about this, it's about that. It's not. You do nothing for us. You know, there's nothing. We've got to fight for what we want to get through a lot of the VA stuff. We got to fight for everything else. You know, we shouldn't have to. And it just grinds my goddamn gears every single time that I just find this shit out. It's like, it just pisses me off. So I say to everybody that's watching, write a message. Get the email addresses that are on the state website and start emailing them. Blowing up their email box. You know, if not, I mean, we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to be able to make any headroom. You know, you've got groups that are right now in DC that are, pissed off about what's going on, and they're fighting to get, this stuff taken care of, and a lot of politicians just don't care, because at the end of the day, they're still getting their paycheck. They still got free health care, because shit, they're not paying for it. The taxpayers are. So at the end of the day, they're still getting paid. They're still getting paid from universities when they go and do speeches. They don't care. They don't care. The only thing they care about is themselves. So with that, I'll end that. But let's just stay on top of these people, and let's keep sending the messages. That's what I'm doing every week. I'm sending the messages. The same message every week. Same message. Other than just the title saying, still not answering. Third notice, still not answering. Fourth notice, still not answering. Maybe I'll send a little video too. I'll do a little shake in my birthday outfit. Like, still not answering. Give you a little jingling-ling. And then it comes around Christmas time. That's when you put the Santa hat on and you just go, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell rocks. Boom! Wow! Bam! Pow! Boom! So, let's go on to the next, what I've got going on. So, with that going on, so I would also like to bring your attention to these two individuals. Two officers out in Texas. That's going to be Colonel Ann Meredith and also Colonel John Meredith. Two DOS officers, okay, that have been relieved of their duty. Colonel John Meredith was being relieved of his duty for loss of confidence and leadership. Okay, he was relieved of his duty And then there was just shortly right after that, um, they ended up filing charges which they formally charged him now on April 21st of this year. They finally um, formally charged him with it with sexual misconduct, two specific what was it, abusive sexual misconduct, and two specific let's see, misconduct of unbecoming an officer. So you're still innocent until proven guilty, but they have him dead to rights on it. So, and then shortly right after that, which they say, quote unquote, it is nothing related to do with her husband, who is Colonel John Meredith, but Colonel Ann Meredith, who was also relieved of her duty for loss in confidence and judgment. Both of them have over 20 years in service. She has 23, a little over 23 years of service, with also deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan, but she got relieved of her duty for loss of confidence and judgment, which they haven't said that they're going to discharge her or give her the option of a retirement, or if they're going to do any charging her with anything, because it's a good chance that she might get charged with something. But it kind of sounds fishy that she gets relieved of duty shortly right after her husband gets formally charged with these charges. So, question is, what the hell's going on? So, yeah, so that's going on, which I'll give you updates once I see more about that, and I'll keep you up to date with that. Really, there's nothing that I have not talked about for VA forms or whatnot, or anything like that. There definitely isn't anything new on that. So I will definitely keep you up to date with that information. But I also have, let me see, let me post back up. Trying to get back over to it. There was a big thing well, technically for me, down in New York City, that there was that took place down in New York City, that there was a bunch of veterans who got booted out of their shelter, supposedly, quote unquote, booted out of their shelters and deported. Which everything finally came up, and they finally said, "Oh, okay." They kind of looked into it. Well, they did look into it, and they confirmed that it actually was a hoax. It wasn't true. It was fake. Which, as Donald Trump would say, it's fake news. Fake news, everybody. Fake news. Yes, fake news. You, sir, are fake news. You enough. All you are is fake news. Yes, you're fired. So, yeah, as Trump would say, fake news. So they confirmed that was pretty much that was fake, and it was a hoax. So now, with everything going on, I want to give another shout out to our sponsors, which is Big Belly Cafe, that's located in Webster, Massachusetts, right next to Indian Ranch. So when you go and you go to Indian Ranch and you go see a concert, definitely check them out. You will not be dissatisfied with the food and the service that you're going to get. It is definitely, there's a reason why it's called Big Belly, because you will leave there full as you can be with extras. They have everything Monday, it's Thursday through Tuesday they're open Fridays they open later because they serve lunch and dinner. And when I say dinner, they've got fresh, fresh seafood platters. They've got fresh, the classic fish and chips. It is to die for. You gotta love it. You gotta try it. So when you go out, it definitely try that out, and you gotta just tell them Doug sent you with Fubar Studios. They'll get you hooked up. They also do give military discounts, first responders, and stuff like that discounts. So try them out. Also, we've got our other sponsor, who is Reed's Archery down in Middleborough. So when you go down and see Chris down over at Reed's Archery, or any of his associates that are down there that will be able to help you, tell them I sent you. They would get you all taken care of. Doug with Fubar Studios sent you, and they will get you taken care of. They've got indoor, outdoor ranges, anything you need for your bows. You need new strings on it, whatever it is, they'll take care of you. They've got it. They even got new hats just came in. So give them a try. Go down there, see them. If you need anything, they've got it. If they don't have it on the shelves, they will have it either in the back room, or they'll just order it special for you. They'll get you taken care of. Also want to give a big shout out to our other sponsor, which is Keith Hayes. He's with the Uwazupa network, as well as, I can't even pronounce it, Sincera One Production, I believe it is. But Keith Hayes has been helping me out with all the backroom stuff, trying to get everything onto my broadcasting. I've got everything that I'm doing with networking wise. I still got a bunch of plans stuff going on. I just can't talk about some of it, but check out the video that's before this. It's the beginning of my show. It's a brand new video that's gonna come out and show everything, but give it a just go down and see it and watch it. That's gonna be a brief of it. It does lag a little bit, but it's something with my connection onto that on a new platform. I'm also going on to Spotify. We're still gonna stay on with what is it? The other StreamCloud or SoundCloud, I think it is, or SoundCloud. Staying on that, but also going on to Spotify, everybody. Spotify. I know a lot of people have been asking, when are you going to get on Spotify? Why aren't you on Spotify? I'm like, yo, dude, I don't know. I'm old. Look at my grays. So, yeah, I'm on Spotify now. I'm going to get everything. It's going to be, I have it recording now. I have it that I'm going to shove it right on to Spotify, and you can now listen to me on Spotify. I'm also going to probably do little recordings throughout the week, probably 15, 20-minute segments, just to pretty much say what grinds my fucking gears. Because I've got a lot that I find out, but I just let it go because it takes more energy away when things piss me off. It takes more energy away for me being actually just going saying, fuck it, I'll just forget about it and just enjoy the rest of my day and not let it bother me. It just takes too much energy away from me. So, but yeah, I'm going to do a little what grinds my gears, probably do a little 10-15 minute segments, whatnot, and do that. So, and then also got to give a big shout out, which is Travis with Oscar Mike Radio. You can check him out. He's on Wreaths Across America. He has a bunch of stuff going on with his. Check them both out. I'll have all their information down below in the comments. Once this is all done and over with, I can't even see comments because I have them not even on my screen right now. So, please, if I didn't say anything to you, it's not because I'm not responding to you. It's just, I can't see it. And also, I want to give, the other one is, which is CDA Disposal Services. Tell them that John Gallant is the one that is referring you to them. I'm gonna have all their information down below, so don't shoot me right now. Give me some time. I gotta get it all put down. But give them a shout if you need any kind of dumpster rentals and whatnot. They have 10-yard, 15-yard, and 20-yard. I want to say 20 or 25-yard dumpsters, which I'll post all their information on there. They're out towards Springfield, but I don't know what their area is. But more than likely, John Gallant did comment on the post, so you can always reach out to him. As well as other stuff. I'll have all that information on the page down below. I'm also going to be working here with soon, which I have talked to the owner of this company, which is it's if you want to get your private pilot's license and whatnot. It's called Wolf Aviation Network Inc. They're located out towards in Westfield. Which I'll have all their information onto my podcast as well. You can always give them a shout. Again, it's Wolf Aviation Network. So if you type it up into the search engine, you'll actually be able to see it. It's WOLF Aviation, and it's out in Westfield. So, but I'll post all their information onto it. So, with that being said, I'm going to be signing out, everybody. Definitely gotta let you know. Wow. Snoop Dogg! Alright. So, we're going to get out of here where it's already 9:30 at night. Go get some sleep. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Alright. I'm out of here. I'm off like a prom dress. See you later.